All right, here we go again. Another project, Saturday. This is what I'm going to be putting in today. Hopefully. There's so many contradictions or controversies, I should say, about solid diff mounts, whether to go polyurethane, whether to go solid. There's so many benefits to either or. I just decided to go solid for my own personal reasons. Yeah, so let's see what I got first. Well, there's no real instructions. What they did was they gave you a YouTube thing, and they have a ton of information on YouTube on how to put these bushings in. The main thing is I totally forgot to put this into the freezer to freeze it overnight. So we'll do that now, which means this project will last until tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do, put this in the freezer, freeze it overnight. I'm gonna get the yellow car, lift it up, pull the diff out. I'll show you guys how I pull the diff out. I don't even know if this is the correct I don't even know if this is the correct bushings that I ordered, so I guess we'll find out in a minute. Let me grab the car and I'll be right back. Now the caveat is that I'm gonna do the solid diff mounts without taking the subframe out. All the videos I've seen, everyone takes the subframe out. I'm hoping not to, so we'll see what happens. There's different controversies between the solid aluminum diff mounts versus polyurethane. Now my take and my theory is that while polyurethane is good, it's designed to be changed frequently. Through time and stress, polyurethane will always oblong, no matter what. And that's the nature and the design of polyurethane. Solid diff mounts will never need to be changed ever again. I want to do this thing once, set it, forget it, not worry about it until the car dies or whatever. So, solid diff mounts for today, and here's how I'm going to do it. Alright, the car is up in the air. Let me go underneath and see if I can figure out a game plan. Alright, so it looks like the exhaust is going to have to come off. Alright, the exhaust is going to have to come off. I don't know if the Haioku needs to come off. I might be able to just loosen the Haioku, let it hang down to get to the bolts on the top of the diff, which are up there. Alright, and I have to mark the diff. Well, the driver's side is easy to get to. The passenger side, yep, the exhaust is in the way. That gives me an idea. I have titanium heat wrap that I purchased years and years ago when I was playing with V8 cars. I'm gonna try to use my titanium heat wrap and wrap the exhaust and see what happens. Okay, let me drop the exhaust. I'll figure out if I can just loosen the Haioku, let it hang down, access the bolts, and we'll go from there. So let me drop the exhaust and I'll be right back. Okay, so the exhaust is off. And like I said, I did pick this up a long time ago. Titanium, I think it's exhaust wrap or something. Came with some stainless steel bands. So I'm gonna wrap this just for the hell of it, just because I can, and I've wanted to use this for years now. I just had no use for it. There's no real added benefit. It's just for my own personal benefit, I guess. So let me wrap this real quick. I'm gonna dip this in water, let it soak for a second or so, wrap this whole thing, and then I'll get started on the Haioku. So let me take care of this. All right, now that I have the exhaust wrapped, and again, this serves no purpose at all. I just did it because I had it and I wanted to use it up. Okay, next thing, get underneath the car, see if I can blast out some of those bolts, see if I can just drop the, well, let's go underneath. All right, it's so much cooler underneath the car. I'm gonna unbolt the Haioku, and hopefully it'll just drop down enough to let me access the two bolts on the top of the diff. So let me do that right now. Okay, so it looks like my plan may work. I might be able to reach these bolts. Let me try and see what happens. Holy hell, those things are on. Wow. Let me grab my breaker bar, see if I can break those things loose then. I don't know. If not, I may have to cancel this job. Damn. All right. See you guys in a little bit. Oh my God. Okay. I was able to break it free. I ended up using my breaker bar, using my feet, kicking the heck out of it, and it came off. So now I can use the impact gun, bring it the rest of the way off, and then I can tackle the bolts underneath, mark the drive shafts, and mark the axles, take everything out. All right, see you guys in a little bit. All right, everything is ready to come out. Oh, don't forget the 2 speed sensors in back of the diff. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right up here. Okay, everything is ready to come out. I just gotta roll my small jack underneath here and undo the 2 17mm bolts in the front and bring it down. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh well, let's do it the old-fashioned way. So now that the diff is out, the hardest part of this whole project is going to be the one thing that everyone has problems with: getting these damn things out. Those little things up there gives every single person so much problems. The subframe is still in the car, so I'm not about to drop the subframe, and it's just too much work. Now, I did a lot of research. Upon doing research and using part of my brain, this is what I found. Let me show you guys. I found this. This is the answer to all my problems and to everyone else that's gonna have problems like this. I'll show you what it is. This is from GK Tech. It's their installation, their bushing removal and installation kit. I think this is solid steel. It's not aluminum. It's steel. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but it's super windy today. So here's the complete instructions on the removal and the installation of the bushings, along with the parts list and what to do. They also have a video on YouTube that shows every single thing. So rather than fight with it and destroy it like everyone else does or has to cut it out, I'm going to spray some penetrating lube front and back, use their installation kit. I think it was only $28 or something for this. Well worth the headache. So I don't know, let's go see if it works. All right, let's see if this is gonna work or not. The cup side goes in. Oh, it's working. Oh, finally. God. All right, that was easy. Not really easy. My arm is killing me. It's a good way to get an arm workout, but let's see if it worked. All right, so this is their tool. Solid steel machine cup kit. It only goes on one way. to insert and to remove. Damn, well worth the money. I didn't have to beat on this thing, saw it, drill it out, burn it like everyone else does. Sometimes it pays to just use your brains for once. Anyway, let me get the other one out. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. That easy. This was fast, super easy. This tool, well worth its weight. I'm telling you, to not be able to beat the crap out of it, saw it, go nuts, start swearing at it, this is worth it. Damn, save yourself a headache, get this tool. So this is how you removed it, right? Oh, this is how I removed it. This went in this way, the bushing went into the cup. Now to insert the solid bushing, you turn this around. The solid bushing goes from the back. Everything goes in accordingly. And this tool will pull the bushing in. So let me do that. I'll be back and show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. All right, they are in. That was really easy. With that installation tool, holy cows, super easy. Barely any stress on my arms at all. Anyway, the fronts should go in really easy from what I understand. So let me put the diff back on the jack, get it up, and we'll see what happens. I think the rear bolts get torqued to 65 to 87 foot-pounds. So will the front, and I'll do an even torque of about 80 foot-pounds to both of them. Let me get the diff up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit again. All right, that is it. Technically, it's the end of the day, and the diff is in. And the solid diff mounts are in. Ha 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 ha. All right, well, my throat is getting really sore, so I might be coming down with something, who knows. I just need to put the exhaust back in. I might save that for tomorrow, who knows. Yep, I'll save it for tomorrow, so I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, next morning, sun is brutally hot again. Time to take the car for a test drive. The exhaust is back on. Everything is back on, so I'm gonna take the car for a test drive, see if I hear any weird clunking, clicking, or if I messed anything up. I don't know, we'll see. Now's the time. All right, let's go for a test drive. Okay, first initial response, everything feels really good. When you shift gears, there's no that weird laggy kind of spongy feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but it's good. Everything feels more positive, I guess to say. The shifting feels better. When you ease the clutch out, takeoffs, everything feels more instantaneous. It just feels like everything is, that's how it should have been from the factory. But I get it. I mean, if the factory were to do this, it would raise costs and all that kind of good stuff. Everything feels so direct, so smooth, and it's perfect. Damn. I wish Nissan had did this in the beginning. Let me do a little harder acceleration, see if it makes a difference between shifting gears. I don't hear any weird clunking, any weird shifting. Everything, I guess it came out perfect. So, continue with more driving. Alright, everything feels super positive. The shifts, the engagement. Wow. Okay. Let me have some fun. I'll talk to you guys when I get back. Back home. That is it. The car runs perfect. No weird clunking, clanking. It handles banging through the gears. It handles everything. There's no strange sounds or feelings. Perfect. Finally, a project that went correct. Anyway, I got a ton more things to do. I still gotta get prepared to do the brake job on this thing. I still need to do the body kit that's supposed to come in, or the last part of the body kit. I still need to do the transmission and clutch change on this thing. There's just a whole ton of projects. I don't even know where to start or end, whatever. But I'm not a professional. I just do what I do. Hopefully it helps somebody, like I said. Anyway, take care everybody. Thanks for sticking around. See you guys again on my next project.